Hello everyone, welcome to the task 33 video submission. Here we will be programming the product purchasing process through the PayHere application and payment gateway. Yes, so to recap what we've done so far, we've created a sign in, a sign out, a user profile, an edit user profile. We've added some features on the way to the sign in. We added a remember me and a verify and a forgot password for the sign out. Then we created a product registration. Then we created an attractive homepage. We created some searches, a watch list or a wish list. Then we created a cart. Sorry. We created a cart system where we can add products to the cart. And now we have, we also created an invoice. We are yet to program that. That will be done in the next video. But we have actually come to the final step of the cart or the shop where we actually are able to make a purchase. So that will be done in this video. We'll go and check it out now. Let's get into the code right now. First of all, we'll actually look at what we can do or the whole process of what happens. First, let's go to our search and we'll add some products. So we'll add this to cart. So we have changed the prices of many of these items because we have an issue with the pricing because the PayHere application that we use can only allow up to a certain amount. So it has to be less than 50,000. So yeah, let's see. So we click proceed to checkout and we go to PayHere. So this is a test environment. As you can see, it says here sandbox notice. Please note this is a test environment. Payments are not actually processed in the environment but simulated for testing purposes. So we are using an account we created from PayHere as a merchant business. We call it, I have just named it demo business, but we can name it whatever we want. So we go to their sandbox testing and they have their conditions right here. So we click Visa. So we will select Visa, copy, and then we'll go here. We'll put it for the name on the card as well. 1, 2, 3. CVV should be just 3 digits, and then let's just put 12/27. So it has to be any date in the future. So if we click pay, yes, payment has been approved, and we should, yeah, we got our invoice as well. We'll look at that in the next video. We'll not check on that, but we also have our purchase history. We have not given feedback. We will check that in the next video as well. So we'll just ignore this for now. So you have seen how it happens. We add products to the cart and we buy it as well. So yeah, let's get into the code right now. So if you can remember from the previous videos, not the old one, but like the one where we did our cart system, where we showed the cart. So over here we have our cart. So we'll add some items once again. We'll add something like this. Yeah. So this goes directly into the cart. So we can add many other things as well. So as you can remember, we had our title card, our header, and the summary. So this button is what directs us to our PayHere link. But as you can remember, we are still on our buyer dashboard. As you can see here, buyer dashboard, tab cart, tab dashboard, tab purchase history. So we are still in here. So we have to go to our buyer dashboard and look through it. So we have our navigation, and then we come down to our toast notification, which pops up when we remove something from the cart. So we'll check it out again. Yeah. We saw that it quickly disappeared. Let's add a few more things once again. Continue with Java, add to cart, and cart. Let's go to cart. Yeah, it's right here. Then we come to our main section. So this is where we have. So if the cart is empty, so if you can remember, this first section we have is for our notification. We have our notification here to show the toast. Then we have the removing items from the cart. It goes on all the way down here. Then we have item removed successfully. Then we come to our open product model logic. So if you remember previously, if you click this, model opens up. So that's that. Then we come to our PayHere integration, which is the main part. So first it sends the order ID to process sales invoice.php through a post. Then we make sure if it is a success, we say payment successful, but if not, we will have some errors. We can actually generate one of those errors. So if we go to proceed to checkout, so we have that as one issue. So this is by PayHere, this is not us. So we'll go and remove this and find something that is cheap. Let's go to this, it's already enrolled. We'll have to find something else that's cheap. Let's go to this. Now, let's proceed to checkout. So as you can remember, we have this parameters, right? So if we do not use this, say we let's go to something of our own. Let's go test user credit card number 1234 1234 1234 1234. So as you know, there are 4 digits, so 16 total. So we'll do 1 2 3, and then we'll mess up the date as well. We'll just put 0923. So then 0923. So as you can see, these are not valid. So we'll get 928. Card now is not valid. I believe it's 4 Yes, this is a valid Visa card number, but it is not part of a sandbox. It's not this. So as you can see here, it says please use the following test cards to test specific any card except the above test cards will result in failed payment. So let's make a failed payment. So as you know, this is not it. Payment declined. So if we go back, payment dismissed. So as you can see, we have made steps in order to fix any issues. So even though this is test environment, if we move to a actual environment, this should work seamlessly. And from there, then we move on to our so here, as you can see, if it's dismissed, payment dismissed, and then we can get payment error as well. And then so if it is properly checked out, so we can go to the PayHere process.php. We will check that in a little while. And then everything moves on with the purchase history. We will check that in a little while. We'll first go to the PayHere process. So we start our session here in the PayHere process. We make sure the session is active. We make sure that our buyer has logged in. If not, we get a JSON error. Then we fetch the relevant items that we need: the cart item ID, the username of the seller. Then we get the city of the seller. Then we get the product ID. Then we get the user ID. We get all the relevant information. Then we come and we do a comparison of the buyer city as shown previously in our cart page. We use the same calculation. Then we calculate our subtotal and the delivery, get all that down, and then we come to our PayHere payment object. So we create some variables: merchant ID, merchant secret, currency, format, and total, and we give these our relevant information. So this we get from our PayHere portal. This is a secret ID. It's not essential because it's a test environment. If I do go ahead and pay for it and use it, I have to change this. Then we have hash generation for our PayHere security. That's right here. Then we get our buyer details from the database. We fetch it from this, and then we build our payment object. This contains all the PayHere data that needs to start the payment process. And then if it is a success, we give a JSON encode for payment is true. So yeah, from that we go back to our buyer dashboard, and then we have so this is the invoice section. So if you saw the invoice as well, we will look at that in the next video. Look at the feedback as well in another one. Then we have some of the JavaScript to go through. We'll go through that. Sorry, the JavaScript was for another section. Let's forgo that for now. So that's it for our PayHere. So basically, we had already created this. We just linked this to PayHere, the API that we use. As you can remember, we go through that right here. So when we go here, we have this. So this is the source. PayHere.js. That is also, so it sends a post and we run through this. So it goes here, localhost shop online. We use this, we'll return URL, and even if we cancel the URL, because if not, from here, PayHere does not know where to go back to. So that's what happens over here. Yeah. So we'll look at the rest of the options in the other videos. Thank you.